welcome back, guys. Okay, so first things first, once again, we have a different lingerie piece. This one is the Twilight. This is going to be the satin chemise with the lace robe on top. As you can see, yes, my bra is here, so it is a little bit, not necessarily a super deep cut. It's going to hit right about the bottom of your underwire. Okay, super comfy. Now, we're going to talk about bath, beauty, and all of the things that go buzz. I'm super stoked. We're going to see how fast we can get through this so we don't take up all of your night. Because let's be honest, it's not as much fun, right? If you're not actually getting to touch and play with the things, so the faster we get through this, the faster I get to send them to you. So, as we get started, right, if you've ever heard of Pure Romance before, you probably heard of our Coochie. There's our rash-free shave lotion, and that comes in a variety of different smells, masculine ones, feminine ones. If you are super duper sensitive, all of our bath line will also come in a completely unscented or scented only with lavender and chamomile essential oils. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So, what is Coochie? Coochie is going to be our rash-free shave lotion. It's going to moisturize down to the hair follicles. When the hair grows back in, it's going to grow back in softer, finer, no more itchy red bumps, no more ingrown hairs. You're not trying to dig the imaginary cord out of your pocket at Aldi when we haven't worn real jeans in like years and you're wearing leggings without pockets. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. If you want to, go ahead and prolong the shave, either for No Shave November, if you're like me and it's tube sock season for a reason, or you just really don't enjoy shaving, but you like having shaved legs, right? The Healy Aftershave is going to pair really, really well. You're going to want to go ahead and just add that to your bundle. The Healy Aftershave is a botanical aftershave. It helps create a nice protective barrier between your skin and the outside world. There is no alcohol, there's no burning, and it's going to help prolong time between shaves, right? So super duper awesome. Now, if you are like me, if you are stressed, if you are sick, if you are achy, if you are cranky for any reason, hot baths fix everything. Everything. Put me in a hot bath, maybe throw some brownie bites or cheesecake bites at me, and I'm good to go, okay? So there's a couple of things that make baths really, really awesome that I'm super excited about. One is going to be our 2-in-1 bubble bath and body wash, okay? That is called Skinny Dip. This is going to be the lavender and chamomile essential oil one, right? But it's going to come in all of the smells, okay? Lots and lots of bubbles. It is pH balanced. It is safe for your skin, safe for tiny humans. So if they always want to use yours, you can absolutely use it for a bubble bath for them. It's going to give them lots of bubbles and also get them clean, okay? Now, if you need a little bit of extra help relaxing, right? Maybe some things are achy. We also have our CBD bath soak. So CBD is known to help address inflammation, help relax the muscles, and hopefully help you unwind, right? There's going to be lavender and chamomile essential oils in the bath salt as well. So it's going to pair together and help to relax you. If you have tiny humans who need help going to sleep, lavender is your best friend, okay? As long as they're not allergic, lavender is your best friend. Now, once you are out of the bathtub, out of the shower, we need to moisturize, lock that moisture into our skin so that we're not walking around all ashy and like we just lined up against a chalkboard, right? Got two different options. And honestly, most people switch them out depending on the time of year, okay? So for me, I personally use the Nourishing Body Lotion most of the year, okay? Except when I'm too lazy and I forget, and that's when the Lazy Girl Lotion comes in. But Nourishing Body Lotion, the very first ingredient is going to be aloe. There is no added water to our lotion. The only water that's in here is in the aloe, okay? It's large as my face. In case you haven't actually seen my face in person, this bottle is about 12 ounces, right? So it's going to be aloe, coconut oil, jojoba oil, all of the things that we expect to lock moisture and shine into our skin and our hair as the top ingredients for the lotion, okay? Now, if you are too lazy to remember to do lotion, or maybe you want something in the summer, it's going to help, lock in moisture, but also tan, right? Our hydrating body oil is going to be fantastic. So it's a dry oil, 1 spritz on each limb once you've gotten out of the shower, rub it and you're good to go. For the love of baby Jesus, make sure you're out of the bathtub. Make sure you stand on a towel or a bath mat, okay? If you use your toilet seat as a footstool, that's totally cool. Just make sure you wipe it off before you leave, okay? Because the next person to sit down on it, whoop-ah. As funny as it is to see a naked person fall on the floor, it's not a good time if you're that person, and it's not as funny if they get hurt, right? So don't make me be the reason that you're naked in the ER. Not a good time. Just stand on a towel or a bath mat, okay? Now, in the summer, if you want to pair them together, because it's an oil, it's going to attract the sun, and you can follow up with the aloe, right? Instead of using that weird combination of aloe gel, it's already in the lotion, okay? Go ahead and just rehydrate your skin and help avoid the burning dehydration, okay? Now, maybe it's wintertime. Maybe you live in a snow globe where the air hurts your face. Even though we just came out of summer, perhaps you're like me and you still look like you spent 6 months in an Alaskan winter and you scare small children when you walk outside because you glow in the dark. Well, pretty close, right? It happens. Maybe you don't like the sun. Maybe you have a high risk of cancer in your family, whatever it is, okay? That's totally fine. We'll talk about Cocoa Glow in a very hot second, okay? So if you've ever seen our Body Boost is our Tighten Tone and Firming Cream. Okay, so it's going to help reduce the appearance of cellulite, stretch marks. If you stop waving and your arm keeps going, if you want to tighten up the neck, chest, face, any of the things, okay? Body Boost is our liquid gold in the bottle. It sounds super kitschy, but it's effective, okay? 1 to 2 times a day until you have the visual appearance that you're pleased with. You can back off to once a day, once every other day, right? Tighten, tone, and firm with the Body Boost. Now, if you no longer wish to be someone who glows in the dark, maybe you just want a little bit extra color because you're going on vacation in the middle of winter because you're smart and you save money and travel to nice places in wintertime, okay? Cocoa Glow is going to be our self tanner. So this comes in a light to medium and medium to dark. We basically took the Body Boost, Tighten, Tone, and Firm, and added a DHA tanner that you get in a spray tan. Okay, Tighten, Tone, and Firm, Tighten, Tone, Firm, and Tan. If you're using them both at the same time, you absolutely can. You just don't have to use them at the same time, okay? You want to use this in the morning, this at night after you're out of the shower, whatever it is. If you've never used it before, I will send you some best tips to make sure that you get the best out of it and we can get the best color for you, okay? Okay, so that is Body Boost and Cocoa Glow. Next up, we have the Chafe Escape. Y'all, whoo! So many lives have been changed. Okay, so if you are somebody who maybe is a little bustier on top, maybe you always have a lot of boob sweat, broad chafing, thigh rub, any of the things, right? Maybe your husband, boyfriend, whoever gets a lot of gooch sweat and things get irritated. Okay, Chafe Escape is going to start as a lotion. It is made of tapioca powder, so it's going to dry to a matte powder finish, and it's going to help absorb all that extra moisture. Okay, so it's made from a tapioca powder, so it is safe for the inside of your thighs, intimate places. There's no talc in it, right? Talc is linked to cancer, and we kind of tend to avoid that, right? Do you maybe have to reapply it? Sure, maybe if you do a lot of sweating. You have to reapply anything if you do a lot of sweating, okay? Especially deodorant. Deodorant and Chafe Escape. Always a good thing, okay? But a little bit goes a long way. Okay, and I say this with love. If you use too much, it's going to look like you molested a package of powdered donuts. It's going to have a lot of dust. And if you're going to look that way, you may as well get to eat the donuts. Just saying. Okay. So, Chafe Escape, lotion to a powder. A little bit goes a long way. Once it dries, it's a matte powder finish and it's going to absorb the extra moisture that's going on. If you have lots of aches and pains, maybe you're to the point where if you sleep the wrong way, it hurts when you do this, right? You just can't look in a certain direction. It hurts. You have a lot of knee pain, a lot of nerve pain, joint pain, what have you, okay? This is my new best friend. This is our Healy Muscle Rub. There is 180 milligrams of CBD isolate in here. And so that is going to be, there are 6 fluid ounces, so 30 milligrams per ounce. That is the highest concentration your body can possibly absorb at one time, okay? So for me, with this, I put it on. Within about 30 seconds, I feel the cooling sensation, like a little bit of warming, and then a cooling sensation, and I can move. Okay, at most it takes like a minute. The only thing I caution you against is if you have to take the dogs out in the morning, like I do, because you live in an apartment, you don't have a yard. Keep in mind that if you put this on before you go outside, you will then feel cold on the inside because it's helping to ice things away, and you'll be cold on the outside because we live in Michigan, or at least I do, and it's gonna be a little chilly. Okay, so keep that in mind. If it is wintertime, if it's cold out, you might be cold inside and outside your coat, but it's absolutely phenomenal, okay? This is probably the thing that I use the most. Can't even lie to you. Like, I wish I could say something a little bit more naughty. It's not. It's this. Like, I'm an old lady at this point. Okay, and speaking of old lady, right? We get fine lines, we get wrinkles, we get dark circles. I have a really decent ring light, so you can't see them as much, but you can a little bit, okay? So this right here is our Rapid Rewind. So Body Boost is going to be long-term Tighten, Tone, and Firm. Cocoa Glow, Tighten, Tone, Firm, and Tan. Rapid Rewind is going to pair great with the Body Boost or even the Cocoa Glow, but it's meant for really just your face. Okay, so it's going to help tighten and diminish the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, and it is tinted, so it's going to help get rid of the appearance of those dark circles. I'm going to go ahead and put it on one side of my face so you can see it. So it's going to have a little pump. Right, it is a tinted moisturizer, and so just a very little bit. You want to use the ring finger, ideally of your non-dominant hand. This is definitely my dominant hand, right? But your ring finger is going to have the least amount of pressure. You just want to tap. You don't want to rub, you just want to tap. That's going to put that into your skin. You're going to feel a little bit of tightness because there are caffeine and peptides in here. It's going to help tighten and plump the skin. And here in a little bit, you'll notice an even bigger difference between this side and this side. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the one side so you can see what the heck the difference is. Now we are 10 minutes in. I'm gonna see how fast we can get through the rest of these bad boys. So super duper quick, we're gonna go over anything that comes in a roller ball. Okay, we used to not carry essential oils and we do now. So the first thing that anyone has ever remembered about roller balls is Basic Instinct. That is our pure bottled pheromone. It's going to change every time that you wear it, and it's going to smell differently every time for you or for anyone else. Okay, it's going to work with your body chemistry and your body temperature. The next one is one of my favorites. That is called Rise and Grind. It's going to help wake you up and help you focus. Okay, if you need a little bit of brain clarity, maybe you've got some weird brain fog going on, you can't get rid of it, it's going to be a topical and it's going to be great if you don't need it on a daily basis. If you're somebody who kind of is pretty forgetful and you need to like get back into things and remember and really keep up with yourself, we have what's called Brain Boost. It is going to be a supplement, and I can absolutely send you more information on that one. They're going to be pretty similar. Okay, one's just not meant for every day, or if you don't need it every day. Okay, the next one is my favorite, is Open Sesame. Okay, 2020 showed up and I learned I was allergic to my cat. Fun fact, cats are actually one of the biggest allergens, but we can talk about that later. Okay, I have lots of weird cat knowledge. Okay, but Open Sesame is going to work kind of like Vicks Vapor Rub, but for your sinuses. Okay, so it is a roll-on. Now, any of these you don't want to put above your face unless it is specifically for it, like the Firm Believer, but that's really the only one. Okay, especially not Open Sesame. It's going to fume upwards just like Vicks does. So chest, back, bottoms of the feet. If you want to put on your neck, I just wouldn't go above your jawline. Okay, but phenomenal. Clears up your sinuses, the nasal passages. You can stop being a mouth breather. If you have a little bit of PMS going on, maybe you're angry, maybe people suck. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody kind of sucks sometimes. Sometimes it's us. Sometimes we suck, right? But time to go flow, aka be kind and wind, aka bitch be gone, aka go the fuck to sleep if you have tiny humans that just don't relax. It's going to be a lavender and rosemary blend to help alleviate any of the cramps, nausea associated with PMS, any mood swings. Maybe you just kind of temporarily want to murder people, because the lavender is going to help you and tiny humans relax and just kind of get back to normal. Okay, if you're looking for something to help kind of jumpstart your metabolism, help make your to-do list a to-done list, we have the Kickstart. This is going to be the only one that you consume. 2 to 4 drops in a shot glass of water. Don't put it in a big bottle. You won't drink the whole thing. Throw it back in a shot glass of water. It's a pepperminty citrus, and you're good to go. Hey, okay, welcome back. So obviously I changed, right? I now have the sculpting bodysuit on. This does have an underwire. Obviously you can still see my bra. I wanted to wear the gray one so that you could see where it stops and how much the lace actually covers. Okay, actually ridiculously comfortable. It does have snaps in the bottom. This is still the Twilight robe over top, paired with delightfully high-waisted jeans. My belly button is here, right? So it's going to be a very high cut, kind of like a Baywatch high cut, but really, really comfy as far as shapewear goes. Okay, so we left off with the bath, body, and skincare goodies. So I'm going to quick take a stop in foreplay, and then we're going to keep going to all the things that are buzzing. Okay, so we've talked about the enhancements in a different video, right? If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to go ahead and reference things. If you haven't seen them, they should be in one of the 2 previous videos. Okay, so first things first, heat helps to increase blood flow, and that's super important, but sometimes we just have aches and pains. Okay, so this is our Hot Heart Massager. It comes in a single version or a 2-pack where each one has its own vibrating bullet, so you can have a vibrating hot stone massage. Okay, that is called the Heart Throb. Either way, there is this tiny little metal disc, right? And to activate it, all you're going to do is push the middle out like you're breaking an Oreo in half. Okay, just boop, like you're breaking a cookie. We're not going to fold it and bend it because then it won't work anymore. So we're just going to push it out, and if it's brand new, you might have to do it a couple of times for it to flex enough to start. But what it's going to do is going to crystallize and turn into a gel, heat up for about 30 to 45 minutes. It's going to work the same way whether it's a single one or the 2-pack. Okay, now any great foreplay. Okay, if you want to use it for a massage, if you want to use it to get rid of aches and pains, if you want to tuck into your pants for cramps, whatever it is that works for you. If you want to combine it with this guy right here, which is our Dream On vibrating massage ball. Okay, if you're somebody who runs, you have a lot of back aches, if you like to give the person next to you back scratches, you can help loosen up all of the knots in your own back. It is a vibrating massage ball, so you can tuck it between you and the couch and a chair or the floor, just kind of shimmy back and forth. You can put the pressure on it so that it starts to dig into the muscle a little bit, but the vibration is going to help the muscle relax by itself so you can get those knots out. It's also a really nice way to start to bring some sort of toy to the bedroom if that's never something you've done before with your partner. Okay, anything that I show you that vibrates is going to be water friendly, at least shower friendly, if not bath friendly. It is also going to be rechargeable. which means that there are no batteries to deal with, and that means it's going to be more powerful and last longer. Okay, all good things. Okay, so the hot heart massager is going to stay warm for about 30 to 45 minutes. You don't have to reset it right away. Once it cools down, it's going to solidify, just like it is here. All you're going to do is put it into a pot of boiling water, make sure there's a washcloth on the bottom of that pot, and then let it sit there for about 10 to 12 minutes. Take it out. Once it cools back down, you can go ahead and use it again. Okay. Now, if you notice my face, this side looks like it's been like filtered and this side doesn't. Okay. This is the side that we put the rapid rewind on. You can see the difference. Okay. Now, if we are looking into foreplay, right? If maybe you're wanting to get into bondage, we have some really great different setups for your bed, for your door, for position aids. But if you're somebody who maybe has a little bit of trust issues and you want handcuffs, okay, they are silicone cuffs with belt buckles. But the really, really important thing, there's a carabiner in the middle. So if you do have trust issues, you can unhook yourself, okay? Super duper important. Any of our other bondage items are also pretty easy for you to go ahead and undo yourself if you would like to, okay? Trust is super important. Always use safe word. But if it's still something you need to worry about, go ahead and make sure you have something you feel comfortable getting out of. If you've never used bondage before and you kind of want to get the whole setup for a beginner and see what it is that you might like, let me know. We can put something together if I don't still have any full packages. Okay, so let's talk about some partner toys super quick. Okay, we're gonna go partner and then them and then you, and it's gonna be great. So very first thing, we have a lot of remote control toys, right? So we have some dual action that's going to give you vaginal and clitoral stimulation, just like that. We have some that are going to magnetize to your underwear and close down just like a pad does. So that this goes to the vaginal opening and this goes to your clitoris, okay? We have some that are going to insert like a tampon that have a wristband for a remote. A lot of them will come with this kind of remote. I have some in stock that are like this, and this is going to go inside of you, right? So the small portion goes on the inside. This is going to stay on the outside, and it can absolutely stay in during penetration, right? It's a very thin opening here. You can absolutely have your partner and this inside of you at the same time. If, however, you are looking for something where you both have a remote to control, right? Because who doesn't love a little bit of fair play or foreplay and equality, right? A little bit of fairness. Fair play. I like it. Okay. We have our little secret set. Okay. So this is going to be a C-ring for him. Right? We're going to want to use the Whipped, that is the lotiony lubricant in the other video. Okay, this is going to slide down to the shaft, and this is going to give you clitoral stimulation, or you can go ahead and push it towards the back so he gets stimulation on the perineum, right, or the taint. Okay, this is going to be your remote for that one. Okay, now this one is for you, right? Nice little handheld. You can put it wherever you want to. Clitoris, if you want to go a little bit lower, if you want nipple stimulation, but they get the fuck bit. Okay, it's going to be a wristband watch type of control so that you don't have to worry about clicking the things. Okay, and if they're doing a little bit more of the physical work, why don't we just make it easy for them? They can have it on their wrist and just push the button real quick. Okay, that is our little secret. So there's a set for both of you all in one. So you get all 4 pieces. Okay, the other ones, you can absolutely choose which ones you want to do. If you want to get a couple of all of them, that's totally fine. Reason being, if I'm using this one, but I have the remote for this one, all of the other ones, one remote controls them all. Okay, the 4-piece set is gonna be the only one that doesn't do that. Now, if we are looking for something just for partner use, we also have our C-rings, right? So C-rings without remote controls, they're gonna be great. So the reason for them, they're going to restrict the blood flow, which makes it easier to maintain an erection, keep an erection, same thing. I don't know what's going on, right? So maintain, get it back, and have it for longer, right? If they have a hard time getting it in the first place, they have a hard time getting it back for round 2, or if you just want them to last a little bit longer, okay? So this one is going to be perfect match. It curves towards your clitoris, so you get that extra stimulation. This one is no boundary, so it doesn't actually close. There's a lot less pressure, but it's a nice stepping stone if they're super apprehensive. This one is double feature. This is my best seller. Shaft is going to go here. This loops back around the testicles. It's kind of a teamwork thing. One person holds, the other person slides, okay? Otherwise, sometimes we snap, and that's not good. Don't do it, okay? All of these are going to use that creamy, lotiony lubricant called Whipped. Do you have to use both? No, absolutely not. And I promise you, it will fit. If it doesn't fit, I don't know how you're sitting there, okay? Quite frankly, if that doesn't fit, I don't know how you're walking. I'm a little scared for you. So, Okay, that is the double feature. You can have the vibration up top. Now, if we're looking for something that is just for you, we're gonna go ahead and start with what I call the new version of a bullet, right? It's a bullet on a stick. If you've been told to get a bullet, sure, absolutely get a bullet. They are your best friend, but get the rechargeable kind. No wires, no cords, flexible, ergonomic handle, 30 different speeds, patterns, functions, whatever you want to call them, to find what you like best. And when you turn it off and turn it back on, it's going to stay where you left off at. Okay, this one is opening act. Mine's blue, yours will probably be purple, okay? Now, if you're looking for something that's a little bit different, maybe you have a little bit of physical trauma and you can't do the vibration, okay? But you want clitoral stimulation. It's totally normal if you have pain with direct contact. That happens to about 80% of women. I like to say that God is a man with a terrible sense of humor because it feels like you're being stabbed, okay? This right here is the Womanizer. Now, this was a limited edition. I still have them. You're in luck. They're fantastic. It's going to be air pulsing. There's no vibration whatsoever, so it's just going to be a nice little cone around your clitoris. I call it the rodeo, right? Because I'm going to challenge you to last 8 seconds on each speed, and you can't get past number 8. Just saying. Most people don't get past number 6, okay? But this one is shower friendly. All it is air pulsing. So if you're ever in band and you tongued an instrument, if you've ever blown raspberries on somebody's stomach, same concept, but for your clitoris. Now, if you're like, you know, I kind of like that, but I kind of like vibration, we also have the Adventurer. So this end is the Womanizer end. Air pulsing. That's it. This end, which is controlled separately, is vibration. So you can go from one to the other, back and forth. This is also shower friendly. Okay, so clitoris on one end, you can go ahead and spin it around. If you want to use it for nipple stimulation, whatever you want to do. Okay, very powerful vibration, very incredible airflow. So one of the next ones is our dual actions. It's called Main Attraction. This is the Mac Daddy of our dual actions. Here's why. Okay, so these 2 buttons, there's a motor here for your clitoris and a motor up here for your G-spot. These are going to massage the G-spot. Works really great with the GPS we talked about, also with the Just Like Me lubricant. Okay, this curve right here is the vaginal opening, so it's going to go all the way inside. This is going to sit, this ridge right here is where your clitoris goes. Okay, it's very flexible. This was designed by a female gynecologist. It's made to fit your body. Okay, so it's going to go inside. This is not a thrusting toy. Because of the curve, it is a set it and forget it. It is the Instapot to your vagina. You just go ahead and find the speed combination that you like and let it be. Okay, each button controls a different motor, so you can have up to 10. So if you need a nice little whisper, or if your vagina needs a jackhammer, okay, and if you're a jackhammer lady, you know you're a jackhammer lady, this is your jackhammer. It's okay. Okay, so find whatever combination makes you happy. Maybe it's all one and none of the other one. That's perfectly fine. Set it and forget it. Because of the curve, when your body clenches down for orgasm, it's going to pull it further inside. You might be taken hostage by your vibrator for a little while. That's okay. Where else do you gotta be? It's a good place to be. Okay, so Just Like Me is the water-based lubricant. It's going to be great for this. You can also use the silicone one that we talked about. Now, the last couple of things I want to share with you are our anal toys, and then afterwards, I'm going to go ahead and give you your keyword to get your extra tickets. So, 2 really, really immensely important concepts for anal, right? It has to either be like a T shape, right? So it has a stopper, or it has to have like some sort of ridge, okay? And what I mean by that, this guy right here, this is Midnight Desire, it has a T shape, okay? This one, it has a ridge, so it's gonna poof, but it comes back out like it's flared. The important reason being, your butthole will suck things in, okay? That's how it works. And if it doesn't have a stopper, it'll go all the way inside, and you wind up on sex, brought me to the ER, and I don't wanna be a part of that. I don't, okay? So, make sure it has a stopper, right here, or that it is graded. So this one is Midnight Desire, this one is 5th Base. We're gonna talk about this guy first, right? So it looks kind of like a wine cork or a wine bottle opener. I get it, okay? But it is flexible, it is bendy. So if you're new to anal and you're following the rule of 1 inch every 1 to 2 minutes, that means 1 bead. The reason for the beads, they have vibration, but it also allows you to just go a little bit at a time so that your body can relax and get used to it, okay? It's super important to go slowly, more slowly than you think you might need, until you are super comfortable with it or you've got a little bit of experience with it, whether that's by yourself or with a partner, okay? Now, you can bend it if you know you only want to go so far. It does vibrate, but because it is so flexible, if you decide to switch positions, you don't have to take it out and put it back in, okay? It will bend with your body. Now, when we look at this guy, this has a rechargeable bullet, right? You can use it for body massage. It's super great, but it is not flared. It does not have a T shape. It does not go in your butt by itself, okay? This can go in your butt by itself. right? It is braided, so it'll just slide in and it will stop right here, okay? Now, without anything inside of it, it is going to be a hollow sleeve. So we're going to do the booties first, then the lubricant, and then this guy, okay? Then if you want to, you can go ahead and slide the bullet into the back and turn it into a vibrating plug. You don't have to, but if you're going to use this bullet for anal, it has to be in the sleeve. Not by itself, but you can use the sleeve by itself. Any of the things that I've shown you that are rechargeable, for the love of baby Jesus, get the cleaner, extend your warranties like we talked about. Now, butt stuff. What do penguins, lobsters, and booty toys have in common? Yes, they mate for life, okay? If you've seen Friends, you know that lobsters, they mate for life. Penguins mate for life. If it goes in your butthole, it doesn't go in anyone else's. If they really want to try it and they like it, they can have their own, okay? It doesn't go in anyone else's. Booty toys don't go in toy totes with other toys. They stay by themselves. They're an island of isolation. Because of the amount of crazy bacteria that goes on back there, we don't need it to go somewhere else, okay? That's all. So we've talked about a little bit of everything. If you have questions, if there are more things that you want to check out, you can scroll through the videos. You can send them to me. I am your new sex guru. I really hope you'll take advantage of that. And please don't hesitate. Now, if you've made it all the way to the end, I want you to go ahead and tell me in the comments of the Facebook party, go ahead and tell me what your favorite holiday season is, okay? If it's Valentine's Day, if it's spooky season, if you just like to get shit-faced on the 4th of July, whatever it is, right? Maybe you love Earth Day and you like to plant trees, okay? Just tell me. I'd really love to know. It's always very great to see which ones are people's favorites and least favorite. So I will see you later. Bye, guys.